Hey, I'm back. So I uploaded my first video yesterday, and I only got a few views, which I mean, I wasn't expecting anything more, because like I said, it was kind of like just my own little diary and stuff. But today, I'm actually gonna talk about my family, because I thought it'd be nice to introduce them to you. They're not here personally, but I'm sure eventually they'll be here in some future videos. So I guess the first person I should start with is the most important person in my life, which is my mom. She brought me into this world, obviously, so I have that connection with her. And her name's Bonnie. I'm gonna try to put in a picture up here if you don't see it. Then I guess it didn't work, but we'll see. But anyway, she's a PE health teacher at an elementary school in the area, which she absolutely loves. She loves working with kids. And I actually just spent a couple days with her, or I spent a day with her a couple weeks ago, and it was so much fun because she gets to like work with like all ages, and she even gets to work with what they call like the FBI kids. So those are like the kids like with disabilities, and it's really cool to see like the connections they have with my mom because they know her and like they recognize her even though they can't speak or anything like that. But she's been doing that for, geez, I don't know how long. She's been at that elementary school for 9 years, since it opened actually. And then she like worked at a middle school when we lived in Florida. And then, I mean, she's been doing it since before I was born. And she just seems to really love it, which I'm not surprised. She's really good with kids, obviously. But yeah, she's my role model, and like I do not know what I would do without her, because she's kind of like, she's always been there for me. She's always been the one who sticks up for me when things go wrong, and I mean, she's my mama. I love her. And then next up is my dad. His name's Chuck. He's a pastor. Yeah, I know, I'm a pastor's kid, but that's a whole other story. We don't really get along as well as I wish we would. I think it's just because we like bunk heads, and I don't know, it's like we have the same beliefs, and our beliefs are so overcoming of each other that like it's hard for us to agree on a subject. But I mean, I love him because he's my dad. Kind of have to love him. And yeah, he loves his mustache. Like seriously, I've never seen him without one. So it's crazy. Like he even like had like a sermon he wrote on his mustache, and like they posted like the 16 funniest past like church sermon signs, and it was like number 13 on them. It was absolutely hilarious. Lydia is my oldest sister. She's 26. She's a chiropractor. It means 8 years of college, but the cool thing is she did like half of it in Florida, in South Daytona, and so she like got to live like 5 minutes from the beach, which is pretty sick. I mean, that's crazy. I wish I could live 5 minutes from the beach. She's the only female chiropractor to practice, which is awesome. And my relationship with her is like quite similar to my relationship with my dad. We like are so alike that we like cannot agree on anything, because we are literally like the same person. It's scary. She's also a master crocheter, and she loves her pup Henrietta, whom you'll meet later. She loves tattoos, has several of them, like more than I can count. And like her tattoos are sick, like they're awesome. Like a lot of them they're like massive. They're like on her thighs and like on her like back and her arms and stuff. And it's pretty cool that she's a doctor and has tattoos. Like, come on, seriously. Our world's evolving. Melinda is up next. She's my middle sister, and she is my savior. Oh my gosh. She's like the mediator in our family. She's like the sandwich. Like, holds us all together, which is hilarious. She's 23. She wants to go into the teaching field, and she went to school for it for a while, but she's like taking a break to be back home, so she's living with my parents. And I'm glad she's back home because I really missed her, because I mean, we get along so well that like you wouldn't know that we're sisters. And on that subject, we don't look anything alike. And so a lot of people don't think we're sisters, but trust me, we are. And if you can meet us and like see us in person and interact with us, like have a conversation with us, you would understand what I'm talking about, because we are all completely bonkers. Next up is the family dog. It's Prize. His full name is Hillview's Surprise Legvold. We just call him Prize, or like Surprise, because he was our Christmas surprise. Get it? He's 5 years old. He's a yellow lab. He's like a brother to us. We literally call him our baby brother. He still acts like a puppy, and he likes to steal the bed in the middle of the night. I'm serious. Like, he'll like push you off the bed in the middle of the night. Yeah. He did that one time, and I hit my head, and it really hurt. But, I mean, I guess that's what dogs just do. Alright, and then there's Henrietta. Henny, for short. She is Lydia's pup, who I told you about earlier. She's the cutest thing, and of course she's a rescue. So Lydia doesn't really know how old she is. She can guess, like, I think she like told me like 3 or 4, because she's pretty young still. But I don't think they had like any official paperwork on her or anything like that. But she will literally run for hours straight. Like, you will not be able to catch her if she gets out. Like, she's gotten out before, and like it's like the worst thing ever, because she will not stop running, and she will not come back to you. And so when she's done running, she'll just like, it'll be like running one moment and then like conk out on the couch next moment. Like, she'll be completely asleep and you won't be able to wake her up. But she is seriously so adorable. And like, when you walk in the door and you greet her, she jumps up on you and like tries to give you a hug, and she's so cute. And if you're crying, she like comes over and comforts you. It's literally the most adorable thing ever. But I guess now you guys get to learn about me a little bit. Yay! Let's see, where to begin? I'm 19. I'm also in love with tattoos. I have 9 of them. I'll probably make like a separate video, like talking about my tattoos, because I kind of want to get your feedback on what you think about tattoos, and like if you guys have any tattoos or like want any tattoos and stuff. But I'm currently in an online program for vet tech. I want to get my vet tech degree, and my dream job would be to train the orcas at SeaWorld. I know it's like a big controversy right now, especially with Blackfish coming out, but I've wanted to do it since I was little, and I've watched Blackfish, trust me, and I don't agree with it. I mean, I agree with some parts of it, obviously, but not like the whole complete movie and like the whole argument and everything like that. But for right now, I'm just currently working in a grocery store so that I can pay my rent and have food to eat, because food's good for you. And since I had to pay my rent, I'm sure you figured out that I do not live with my parents. I have my own house with 3 other girls that go to the local university. It's like literally 2 blocks from our house, so it's like a super college town. And I'm sure you'll meet them sometime down the road, because they'll probably like walk in and out. Like, one of them's here right now. She's in her room. But it's a small house, but it's cute. There are a lot of problems with it. Like, our burners catch on fire a lot, which is kind of scary at first, and then you get used to it, and then you like to scare other people that come into your house, and you're like, hey, look at this, watch. Shh. I ride horses. Well, for 6 years now. I mean, like, I haven't been doing it recently because I got hurt. And I didn't get hurt riding a horse. I got hurt doing something else. And they like told me like I would never ride again, and I was like, oh crap, okay. But I've been back on once since I had my leg injury, and it hurt a little bit, but it was fun. Like, I would get back on no matter what. I'd get back on if I had a broken back, so if I could do that. But the only other thing that's like really relevant is my religion, which, you can kind of guess since I'm a pastor's kid. I don't want to like put that mark on pastors' kids that all pastor kids are religious or anything, because they're not. But to me, it's extremely important, and I am a Christian. I was born and raised a Christian, and I'm Presbyterian to be exact. So yes, God is my Lord and Savior, and yes, I do preach His word to as many people as I can, but it doesn't mean I'm going to shove it down your throat. I'm not that kind of person. But it also doesn't mean I'm not going to bring it up, because it will be brought up, like I said, because it's a massive part of my life. There's this quote that I like to, or it's a Bible verse that I like to quote, and it's, deny me in front of your friends, and I will deny you in front of my Father. And it resonates so much with me, because it's such a strong quote that, like, I absolutely love it. So I always keep it in the back of my mind. But other than that, there's not really much else to my family. But yeah, so that's the Legvold Horde. Woo!